Hello, I'm back. Quick update. Not much of an update. I did laundry, cleaned up the cockpit some. I haven't scrubbed it yet. I just organized it. I'm gonna start working in here tomorrow, cleaning everything up. Today I just chilled. I was on the internet looking for parts, looking for basically on different sailboat forums for people who have this boat and boats like it. So just looking it up, getting some information. Doing good. I already mentioned that I did laundry. Just cleaning up, getting things organized. I went ahead and put the sail cover back on, so everything is buttoned up, looks nice and neat. Tomorrow I'm going to ask the marina here if they have any deck cleaner. They do have deck brushes. Probably have to buy a new pole. But then again, yeah, I'll buy a new deck brush. Because the one I've got is very worn out. That's the one that was on here. So I don't know how much cleaning it actually did. Try and get the rest of the boat cleaned up. Probably hook up the water. I haven't really done that yet. Spray the boat off, get all the salt off. I still haven't done that either. It rained yesterday. There's a lot of dew today because there's a cold front coming through. I will admit, I did actually put a t-shirt on when I went to bed last night, so I guess you could say it got chilly. But I did find a hardware store. I think I mentioned that yesterday. Or maybe not. But I did find a hardware store. Got a couple of things that I needed for the boat. Wire connectors, wire crimper, cutter, stripper. So, moving along. I ordered all the parts that I needed, some more fuel filters. So I found another one. There's like 3 fuel filters in line. One of them I'm going to take out because it's completely unnecessary, because it doesn't account for the other 2. But I ordered both of those, the main fuel filter that is attached to the engine, and then a supplementary fuel filter that is installed aftermarket. And supplementary is before it even makes it to the pump. One after the pump is supposed to be replaced at 100 hours, which I'm at. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I've also got the lifter pump on order. Everything should be here, in theory, according to tracking info on the 9th. I have the slip until 13th, I think. 13th or 14th. So that gives me a couple of days to work with in case I break something and need to get some new fittings or another hose. The local hardware store does have some stuff, so I can get some more engine coolant, replace that leaking hose, put a buffer on that hose to protect it from the clamp that it was rubbing against. What else? There's a few other things that need to be done. They have a bunch of magnets that I'm going to put on a bunch of the cabinet doors, because I've taken a bunch of the cabinet doors off because they don't have any way to secure them. So anytime the boat starts rocking, the doors just start flapping, and when you're trying to sleep, and the doors are flapping, and might get some more bungee cords too, because everything started rolling around too. Try and lock things down a little bit better. Also, it's totally empty, so I've got like 1 or 2 things in each of these cabinets, and there's nothing to hold anything in place. So that one item is just bouncing around in the cabinet. I don't know, maybe I'll get some packing foam and load the boat with packing foam. And you can see, I don't know if you can see the water droplets forming. That is just from the dew from outside leaking in through the windows. So I already know there's some soft spots in underneath the windows that I'm going to have to repair. I looked up on the forums how to do that. So I'll get that taken care of. Yeah. Still don't have solar. There's nobody around here that sells solar, so out of luck there. My next port of entry, then we get to in Moorhead, I think, Beaufort, North Carolina. They've got a couple of marine stores and some more hardware stores and stuff like that I can actually get more supplies. There's nowhere around here that I can actually get the jib sheets. Those are the ropes that run to the jib, the sail in the front. So I'll have to hang on to those until I get there. But I'll be on the intercoastal until I get there, which means I probably won't be pulling the sails out. I still need to talk to a couple of the local captains to find out the best route to get there through the intercoastal. Otherwise I may have to try and follow someone out probably early in the morning when I do leave, one of the charter captains that goes out to the ocean, and follow them out to the ocean, sail through the Atlantic until I get there to the next port of entry, and then hop on the ICW, intercoastal, because it's basically like a gigantic mud puddle. You got all the barrier island, the outer banks of North Carolina, and you got this gigantic mud puddle that is just swirling sand. So the markers and the routes are constantly changing. They're not even on the chart plotter because they basically gave up trying to chart it because it changes so often. Same with almost all of the inlets in North Carolina except for the one I'm headed to. The one I'm headed to is more secluded. Not secluded, protected. It has less of the what do you call it, the barrier island type sand. So it's easier to keep up with and keep it deep. I might buy try and find another fan. The only thing is the store local here has USB fans instead of the 12 volt. So probably not as powerful. But I might go ahead and pick one of those up anyway, just so I got another one. No ACs. I think I already mentioned that the refrigerator is on a DC connection. It's just the switch says it's on an inverter, but it's not. The local store has an inverter, a 450 watt inverter, but they want 60 bucks for it. I found them on Amazon for 40 bucks. But Amazon won't deliver until like the 16th or 17th out here, so I haven't ordered anything because it won't get here by the time I'm hoping to leave. So, but by the time I do hope to leave, everything will be ready, and if it takes me 3 days to get where I'm going, then it takes me 3 days sailing, even if I don't motor through the intercoastal. So just waiting on parts, hitting up most of the local restaurants, checking those out. Food's been good so far. Check out some of the grocery stores maybe tomorrow. Some of the places, some of the local restaurants don't have dine-in because they're commercial fisheries, so all you can do is order it and they'll have it ready for pickup. So like tomorrow I'm picking up some seafood boil with potatoes, shrimp, mussels, corn, and sausage. So that should be tasty. But I think that's enough for tonight. Appreciate all the prayers. Continue to pray for good wind. And everything works out. But I appreciate everything. Keep following. Keep trying to post updates. Let you know how things are going. See you next time.